Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home.
Welcome to Rose Room Updates, your go-to destination for all things Bachelor Nation. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're diving into the latest updates on some of our favorite Bachelor and Bachelorette alums. From breakups to makeups, and from engagement announcements to wedding bells, we've got the tea on what's new with these reality TV stars. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's dive in. First up, let's talk about Clare Crawley and Dale Moss. Remember when they got engaged on The Bachelorette? Yeah. Well, it turns out that was just the beginning of a whirlwind romance that would take them to multiple breakups and makeups before finally finding their way back to each other. But don't worry, folks, this time around, it's for good. After Clare and Dale called it quits in September, we heard rumors of a reconciliation. And boy, were they right. The two were spotted together again, and it seemed like old times were truly back on. However, their love story took another hit when they finally parted ways for good this summer. Fast forward to today, and we're thrilled to report that Clare is happily married to Ryan Dawkins, and the couple is expecting their first baby together. That's right, folks. The former Bachelorette lead has found love again. And it's all thanks to Dale, who may have broken her heart, but ultimately led her to find true love. Now let's move on to another dramatic tale of love and loss. Kelley Flanagan and Peter Weber. After a 9-month romance that started on The Bachelor, the two announced their breakup in 2020, citing that their relationship simply didn't work out. Fast forward to May, when we heard that they were no longer together. Peter, being the sweet guy he is, took to Instagram to share his thoughts on their split, expressing his love and respect for Kelley, who's also spoken highly of him in recent interviews. It's clear that these two will always have a special place in each other's hearts. But it seems like they've both moved on to greener pastures. Next up, we've got the story of Maddie Prewitt and Peter Weber. Remember when Peter proposed to Hannah Ann Sluss during the Bachelor finale? Well, that was short-lived, as he ended things with Hannah Ann just a month later due to lingering feelings for Madison. And then there was Maddie, who caught his eye in 2020, but ultimately became the runner-up. After the breakup, Peter and Maddie announced they'd be going their separate ways, citing mutual respect for one another. It's clear that these two have both moved on from the drama of The Bachelor, but we can't help but wonder what could have been if things had worked out between them. Last, but not least, let's talk about Kelley Flanagan and Peter Weber. We already know their breakup story, but it's worth repeating because these two were truly meant to be. Despite their differences, they seemed like the perfect couple and we're still rooting for them to find love again. But what's really interesting is how these breakups have affected each of their lives. For example, Peter has been focusing on his mental health and well-being, while Kelley has been spending time with her family and friends. It's clear that both of them are taking time to heal and figure out what's next for them. And that's a wrap, folks. That's the latest on some of our favorite Bachelor Nation alums. From Clare and Ryan's happily ever after to Peter and Kelley's ongoing journey, it's clear that love is still very much alive in this reality TV world. Stay tuned for more Rose Room updates, where we'll be keeping you up to date on all the juiciest Bachelor and Bachelorette news and updates.